Hello, YouTube. It is I, Sneaky T, come back for another lovely episode of Peglin, not Cruciball. I'd like to play Cruciball, but we have to unlock it, I think. So let's get right to it. Peglin. Yes. This is my class. I am Peglin. All right. As this run begins, we're offered improved catalyst, short fuse, and an apple a day. Let's take short fuse. Lots of fights in which insta-bombing in Act 1 saves us a ton of life. Lots. Particularly those maps to where there's 5 bombs at the bottom. This is one I've been taking a ton of damage on. There'll be like a batch of bombs here, 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 and here across the bottom of the level. They're very hard to get to, and so you want to be able to have them go off instantly when you do get to them. Hey, where are we going before we close this out? I mean, we need to make a path, right? I think that given that this is not Cruciball, I'm going to go back to my wicked ways of just taking a million events. Because if you have a lot of events, and as an example, you get Ouroboros, as may or may not have happened in the past, you'll be in a much better position to take advantage of it, right? You have a lot of health. So you can take it and then take some hits for the next couple fights while you build your power back up with a much, much higher ceiling. And so this means we can go either direction. It might be preferable to go left so we have more of an open door to go to this elite, but I'm thinking I'm liking getting here, right? Left, right, or right, left, and then from there we can decide, right? So right now what I'm gonna do is bomb and win. Given that either side is effectively the same, I'm not too worried about fixing our navigation. To the right, as was planned. There's that nice early Poltergeist, and there's Eye Circle. Now, Poltergeist passes upward through pegs, which can help a lot in some levels. Eye Circle, though, is frequently a Poltergeist for more damage. Where it's a problem is that, unlike Poltergeist, it's not true AoE, which that means for bats and spiders, it's not quite as good. But it is just as good, as an example, for the Slime Elite or for the Snakes Elite, Plants Elite. I always call it Snake Plant because it reminds me of one of the enemies from Slay the Spire. Serplant. Piercing 1 orb is also pretty cool. I think I'm gonna take Eye Circle here. I mean, I'm all about getting damage in the early game, and that's certainly a way to do it. To the right. Let's get some strong events. I mean, I just wanna blitz this game. I want a 45-minute speed run. Just one video. You reach a clearing that's unusually slimy. You progress cautiously, but still lose your step. Well, looks like we are removing a stone, which is not such a bad outcome. And now, we're gonna try to go left. That's the goal anyway. I'm hoping that this sends us left. Dude. We've got to figure out how to navigate some of these particularly nasty events, because I've had a few runs now where I've gotten totally destroyed by misnavigation post-event. Okay, so it's no longer possible for us to ever take this elite, and we do have to take more fights than we planned. But that's acceptable. We can deal. Let's get to bouncing. Oh no, are we off by 2 to kill this plant? That's okay. We'll get some true AoE here, huh? Just do as much damage as we can. If we're lucky, we'll hit a crit on the way down, and then we'll hit them all. But with the bomb, I mean, we're still hitting basically everything. Did we do 18 again? Yo! Now we're talking some poggers. Matchery Orbshka on offer. Doctorb on offer. Doctorb! One of my favorites. It's healing that you can control, which is a big deal. But it does kind of demand an upgrade, huh? Mysterious altar. Dude. Okay. Now here's the deal though. If we offer the Docked Orb, Ice Circle gets upgraded and vice versa. I would have liked this to say, as an example, Ice Circle Stone, and then we can remove another stone. If we feel strong enough, we can get rid of Ice Circle now, and then the Docked Orb will be instantly upgraded. I think throwing away a true source of AoE is a little bold, but we do have Short Fuse, which makes us a bit better at AoE, at least for Act 1, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. I do really like having an upgraded Docked Orb, and none of these are going to be very good single target damage. Let's get the Docked Orb upgraded. We'll see. That's kind of a lose-lose situation, and now we need to take a fight because we need to get another orb and get it upgraded. Tough events. Okay, we want to be able to go where? Here. So ultimately a little bit left before we get to this next chest. I want to not blow up these bombs yet, so let's navigate off the map. And this opens up our pathing, right? Okay, now we want to kill some bombs. No. Not allowed to kill bombs. Heard. Should be plenty to kill this first bat, right? And if we do hit either of these bombs, then we'll actually do even better. Okay, how about now? Now can I hit bombs? Now bombs? No? Now bomb? Yes. Actually, that timing might be perfect. Looks like we're leaving with only 2 health loss total. That's really not bad. It's back. AoE, return to me. Trying to find a line where we'll consistently get off to the left. I think this does, generally. Nice. Nice. Bouncing our way out, not bad. The growth, the learning. It's interesting to me that when you look at your map, it's a piece of paper, but when you're navigating, it's green because you're actually moving around. It's a nice touch. Oh, don't do me like that. Okay, good. I was worried. I was frightened. Little AoE, little bomb situation. Pultorb guys here are going to put in some work. If we're lucky, we'll get an upgrade for it. We certainly need some upgrades for it. Base damage on the Pultorb guys just not very good. And as we get towards the end of the act, we might have to start opting to take a few more fights and a few less events. Just because we need to get upgrades. I always forget about that behavior, genuinely. I want to get to that bomb. That's why I threw that way. Trying to get back to Docked Orb now. So that we can heal on the way out, ideally. It's not gonna happen, is it? No, because we actually have to get the kill. Okay, that's fine. $94 life is still quite a lot. What's this? All orb nothing. It's like a dagger plus. Regular attack does no damage. That's written in So as far as I can tell, this will always do no damage. Unless crit, but massive damage on crits. It's base 9. An ice circle if we wanted one more AoE source. All orb nothing. It's new. It's tempting, actually. And I want to see what its upgrades are. And we're not currently in Cruciball because we don't have access to it. So let's take it so that we can do science. Try to get it upgraded, see what it becomes. Try to look for opportunities to find crit sources. It's generally one of the best ways to scale damage in this game anyway. In some fights, it's going to be an absolutely crucial orb. Maybe. Who's our boss? Slime boss, okay. We need to be sure we can go to the right here. Oh, actually, if we go left, we can go right. It's not so bad. But if we go to the right, we can afford to toss randomly in the hope that we get very lucky with short fuse and get the Easter egg right. So odds are basically none. But it is, I mean, it is theoretically possible. I want to try to bounce this to where it hits that crit. I think this is the angle. I think. Yes! Getting better at that. Okay, so we insta-gib the front plant. Not a bad outcome at all. What did I say? I wanted to go right. Right. No, left! Wait, right! Crit value. We managed to jump the refresh there. Incredible. 171. You love to see it. Refresh and then bounce through things. Nice big AoE here, huh? Unfortunately, that's a map clear. Oh no! Okay, good. I was like, I really want to get a heal on the way out, right? And then try to do a little bit more right side clearing to make this a bit easier on us. Full heal. Now, more right side bouncing. Or left and right. They're good friends. Bold Orb, Nosferatu, Orbalisk. I could be convinced by a Bold Orb. I actually like the large size. And now we have two different types of AoE available to us. Okay, and we want to go right, we decided? So that we can take the 1 in a million attempt. I suspect that what we're trying to do here is basically impossible. Eye of the Turtle is a nice pickup at this stage. That's good. None of them. The idea was that with short fuse, we would hit 1 and then it would chain and maybe. A dark obelisk looms before you. It hums with a tantalizing power, and you can feel its connection to the earth. Have a stone. The obelisk is disappointed. Yeah, I feel you, dog. It happens. Okay, well, we have another chance to try here. All of our paths are equal from here. Grabby Hand, not my favorite relic, but not horrible here, actually. Flying enemies are attacked horizontally means that if we had Eye Circle as an example, we could get some really good pierce from that. So, you know, there's potential interactions. Oh, we got 3. That actually was kind of promising. Oh no. Okay, bottoms up. Proud owner of the Orboros once again. I can't help myself. If we can survive the act, we can be very powerful between Eye of the Turtle. Yeah, we just got to get, you know, a little bit strong, a lot bit. We have to There's going to be a long power-up sequence involved in surviving this run, to be sure. Hey, but with short fuse, we should be able to survive this fight. And if we get an upgrade, we will beat the slime boss. Just going to say it out loud. I am not afraid of the commentator's curse. And I have never died in Act 1. I have literally never perished in the first act of this video game. Only babies do. And I ain't no baby. Let's target the bat. We should have targeted the bat there to begin with, to be honest, but I'm not too worried. We'll kill it. Oh. Okay. Almost made a fool out of me. I know, baby. It's gonna default to the ground, won't it? It's evil. It's evil, it is. I mean it. It's okay. Thanks to the echo effect, we were always gonna get the kill here. And we even get to see some nice bouncing. Please offer me an upgrade. I mean, that would just make my day. Okay, Splitorb can work. It's no Upgrorb. But I think what we can do with Splitorb is once we get inside, we've got quite a few hits before we die, we try to get some coatings, and then that lets Orboros bounce around a lot, right? So I actually think that this will work in our favor. But we do need to hit these bombs on the outside before moving on. Nice. Yeah, get one on the bottom. Yes! Okay. Oh, I love that sound. That's so fun. Are you kidding me? What the heck? I'm desperately trying to break into these bomb containment zones before we get absorbed. I am going to be absorbed into the slime, as you can see. Gosh, I really do. I'm dig the new Songarinos. Very fun. Okay. I've gotten pretty much all of our outside bomb value. I'm not gonna go for this one here right now because I can't. But I'm also hoping to slime more things. That's not ideal, but it's okay. Hopefully this will bounce off and hit that crit. I think it does. Bingo. And then there's a refresh here for when we're ready. Now we just need to scale damage, right? It's time to refresh. Up you go. Bingo. Nice, and a crit, nice. As expected, we're just gonna take so many lumps. I think we can win. $99 damage remains. Can we do it? Bingo. Oh, right. Do we draft a second Splitorb so that we can make a fusion of Splitorbs? I'm tempted to take a Nosferatu to have a healing source, right? And with Splitorb, it could be pretty nice. It would be nice to have some redundancy in orbs too, so that we are safe in our Orboros. Let's take the healing source. It's not my favorite right here, but it's very takeable, I think. Electropegnant. Pegs and bombs become weak magnets. Significantly nerfed, but still very takeable. Sealed Conviction. All attacks get +2/+2, but you can no longer discard orbs. Sapper Sack. All bombs are replaced by mega bombs. and do ×2 damage, but you do 4 damage to yourself as usual. Wand of Skulltimate Power, attacks deal 2x damage, but take 2 damage for every 15 pegs that you hit. You take, to be clear. I think it's finally time for me to take a Sealed Conviction. It makes me wish that I had successfully skipped there, but Sealed Conviction looks like it's going to be so freaking strong for us, given that we're scaling damage with an Ouroboros. Whew! What an act! Now, usually right here I would end the episode, but given that we freaking blazed through Act 1, that I'm having way too much fun with Ouroboros, that it's only been about 20 minutes, and that I'm trying to get freaking Cruciball, we're going to continue right now. No need for an intermission, no need for another episode. See? Exceptions to every rule. You just can't know what he'll do next. It's impossible to know. Kind of going down the middle here in the hope that we maybe hit a bomb. We do not. Now, there's one downside to having taken Seal Conviction. And it's, we cannot discard Nosferatu, even if it would kill us. And thus, it is imperative that we never get to the point to where it would. Imperative. We want to go left, so we can take elites. Actually, are we good at elites in this act? Who cares? We're taking 3. Teak! Strategy! Teak! Ooh, a little bouncy orb business. We've mostly cleared down the left side now. And now the Force Spore Batu. Force throw. Oh, nice. With the refresh, actually, we're going to get a heal here. A positive one. Nice. We need some upgrades, though. Well, we kind of got goosed, but what are you going to do? It happens. Hopefully we'll come out ahead this time, too. We do? Nice. Okay, we got to get this kill. That's trivially easy. How do we set ourselves up for the next kill? Becomes the question. I do not know. Kind of went for this crit and or the bomb here, but flunked, truthfully. Okay, now we have a little bit of time. So we start trying to set up to go left. Okay, hopefully we cleared enough of a path. We're about to find out. Upgrade an orb, absolutely. I think it's imperative that Ouroboros gets even better, but if we upgrade Nosferatu, we can get it to the point to where it's AoE. Also, reducing the rate that it scales the self-damage might be a really important thing. We could also take the Split Orb upgrade, and that's probably the best value, right? Get to the point to where we have lots of rubber. All right. I think that's best value for this particular run. There's some real thinking that's going on. It just is obscured. Leading in with the heal. We need some max HP, actually. That might be the kind of thing that this run would really appreciate, given that we're forced to play Nosferatu every time we find it. I hadn't thought about Sealed Conviction when making that pick, but I don't really regret it at the same time. Oh, cool. We actually got echo value from Nosferatu. I'm kind of surprised. I don't know if I expected that. Not great. Not great. No. I think we want to work on getting down to the refresh. Right? I might even try to just snipe it here. If I can. Well, we'll get it soon enough. Oh, yes! Huge. All right, Split Orb. Show us what you're made out of. Make some goo. Nice bounces. We need to start getting kills right away or else suffer. That's clear. I think there's a fair chance we get to the 96 here. Exactsies? Don't mind if I do. Love to hit a crit. It's interesting, the crit does not apply to the echo damage, as far as I can tell there. Only to the new damage that you rack up. I hadn't realized that before. It makes sense, because that in that case, hitting crit would just instantly give you the same value you had before. I mean, that would be kind of ludicrously powerful, right? All right, we're taking a smack. Ooh, wow. But then we'll heal it back. First he smack, then he heal it back. He protect. Please. Please! That's devastating. I did not want this. That's fine. Only 10 damage taken on the way out. That's absolutely okay. You know, Matryorbshka is kind of obscene in this build, right? I'm willing to take this orb. I'm willing to take this orb because it's an incredible upgrade sink. Should we, you know, want to take more upgrades? It works so nicely with Sealed Conviction. It works so nicely with the Split Orb. I do kind of want to remove something. I'm genuinely tempted to try to remove Nos Forbatsu, which is like sacrilege, right? I just would rather that it were a Doctorb, right? Now, the thing I like about Matryorbshka is, like, if we get it right before Orboros here, like, I completely cut that out of my presentational lexicon, and then it snuck its way back in after the incident. I like the Matryorbshka as a lead-in because on a lot of maps, it's going to give a huge base value before we get to Orboros, and then Orboros will be able to benefit from coming in with echo value from the get-go. But I would probably rather be taking upgrades at this point, for sure. I always take damage on this level. It's interesting. I just really struggle with the brick slimes. They move really fast. They have a ton of HP. There's a million of them. There's not nearly enough bombs to... I mean, this is one of those levels to where if you have Sapper Sack, it's just trivialized, right? For sure, it's like the best way to deal. Like? Mine? Just get a bomb here. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Yo, would you look at that? That was hype. Huge damage, kills the front brick slime. Still, you know, pretty deeply in the red here. But maybe we get a heal on the way out. That wouldn't be terrible. A full heal. Ish. I think that the bricks should break after they've hit my head enough times. Oh no. Oh, I have never so horribly mistimed that shot. I just kind of tossed it out there. I really, not for a second did I think there would be any problem. I was like, no problem. We'll get this kill. I've definitely fallen off on this level a bit. I think I used to be very good at managing the stair step, and I think I've lost that a bit. But this too can be returned with some amount of practice. Right now, what I'm hoping to do is get to this crit or refresh, right? That's game. Honestly, far from the worst fight that I've ever had against brick slimes. But it always takes about 5 minutes, and I always leave with very substantially less health than I came in with. Let's get Matryorbshka upgraded as a priority, I think. No. 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 Yes. No. Yes. Sure, I'll take the fire damage. Sure. There we go. Tough timing, actually. So we've got 3 elites in a row. I would say that the odds of death are fairly high. But I don't mind. Ask me if I mind. I don't mind. The potential upside is just too great. It could be exactly the kind of thing that takes a strong start and solidifies it into a great outcome. Yeah, we've got to turn down sound effects slightly, for sure. At least the bombs have become a lot. Oh no. Oh no, we really want to be heal positive here. Okay, we are. Not by a lot, though. Certainly ready to scale some damage, huh? Are we going to manage the stair step? I think we can do it. Nice. Oh, let's go, baby. Okay, nice. I do wish that we had hit the crit there, but still fantastic output. Orboros probably deserves an upgrade or two. I don't know if we're going to get to 2,000 before we start getting smashed. Truthfully. Nice crit. Trying to clear kind of over towards these refreshes because they're in a pretty brutal spot, but we need to hit them. It's probably about the most important thing that we could do. That was worth it. I mean, kind of a lost orb, but ultimately I think hitting the refresh, like I said, #1 priority. We might be dead here. I don't love to say it, but I have to admit it. Unless I can start hitting some real freaking banger shots, it's too much life. We're just gonna take a pummeling. Trying new things to see if they improve our output. Gosh, you hit hard. Holy crap. Nice. Hit another refresh. Come on. Come on. Yo, the Matryorbshka is saving our life. I mean, really? Okay, Nosferatu is 22 self-damage here. I mean, it has to come out ahead. It has to. But the map is so sparse. What the heck? It's got to be just through here, right? Oh no. GG. I'm dead. These are not my beautiful pegs. This is not my beautiful Peglin. What happened to my boy? Look what you did to my boy. Oh, okay. We've been betrayed by Orboros twice now, and it's really interesting, isn't it? Because one of my very first runs was an Orboros run, and it just decimated the game. And what I'm starting to realize is that Orboros is not necessarily game-winning by itself. It really struggles in hallway fights. Unless you have a mechanism to lock down and scale up enough damage that you're consistently one-shotting enemies, you end up just taking a ton of damage. It can be pretty good for bosses, but the more that I take it, the less that I'm actually that impressed by its ability to run through the game. The upside of Orboros is that you get a remove all. And then you have a ton of consistency. And if you have the right relics to support it, you can turn that consistency into consistent wins. And it can make you incredibly good at scaling up damage with the right tools against single targets. But yeah, I've been left wanting, right? Against hallway fights, been left wanting. I'd say that that's a valuable learning in and of itself, realizing that Ouroboros is not the be-all, end-all of strong things to take in this game, realizing that it has limitations and that there's times to skip that event. That's a huge learning for me. I do think that it was a little bit unnecessarily aggressive to go for 3 elites, given that I do think we knew that we weren't very good at them. But I'm not that interested in a non-Cruciball run in which I just kind of suffer until I eventually lose. I want to take risks to get stronger. In Cruciball, I'm willing to ride the line. But in a regular run, it's just surviving until I find the right boss relics is not my preference, I think. And so if we had come out of that elite gauntlet alive, which was possible, the Matri Urbshka got us real close, then we would have been incredibly strong. We would have recovered from receiving so few relics in Act 1. Okay, I gotta quit monologuing. It was a great run. I'm having a lot of fun with these, but I owe y'all a win. So check out the next episode when it posts, and I'll do the thing. I'll win the game or whatever. Okay, bye. Bye.